Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bavina's Crafts. Today I'm going to decorate these flip-flops for my granddaughter using mostly Dollar Tree items. I picked up these flip-flops at Dollar Tree. We're going to be using some of the Dollar Tree diamond wrap. I have some Dollar Tree scissors. And these cute flowers that I picked up at Dollar Tree also, and they have clips. But I'll be saving these clips for a different project. And I also picked up some of these clothespins from Dollar Tree. I'll be using some E6000. I picked this up at Michael's. And of course I used my discount coupon, a hot glue gun, and some glue sticks. Okay, so let's just get started. So first, let me just move this stuff out of the way. Alright. So I just want to take this stuff off. It is relatively simple, guys. Move this to the side. Let's start on the flowers first. Okay, so I want to remove this from the flower and this clip. So I'm just going to pull this clip off. I'm going to cut this down. Okay. And take this flower apart. And I'm removing this piece because I don't really care for it, but you guys feel free to keep it. So now I want to go ahead and take my hot glue gun and glue this flower back together. And just remember which piece goes on top of what, and try to line it up with the hole if you can. But if you can't, don't worry about it because it really doesn't matter. You just want to try and keep the flower even. Maybe a little bit more glue. And just press it down. Alright, I'm going to set this aside to dry while I do the second one. Okay, now I'll set this one to the side also. Alright, so now let's work on our flip-flops. And what I want to do is take my red diamond wrap, also known as bling wrap, and put some along here. So it looks like it only holds 2 strands. So I'm just going to measure and see where I need to cut it. And always cut an extra part. So I'm going to measure this because I know this side needs the same length. Go ahead and cut that ahead of time. Okay. And guys, whenever I have to cut something off with my diamond wrap, I always save it because I can use it in other projects. So I'll be saving this. Okay. So let's just go ahead and measure this side and see what we need. I'm just setting these two pieces up here to keep them separate from the first two pieces. So now what I want to do is, okay, so I just went ahead and put some gloves on because I work with E6000 a lot. I don't want to keep getting it on my hands. I also have my door open and I have my ceiling fan on. If I wasn't recording with sound, then I would have an additional fan blowing for proper ventilation. So if you're going to use E6000, make sure that you have proper ventilation. Okay, so now I want to get some of my clothespins out. And I'll be using these for a project in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to try and get to this channel a little bit more, but if you're missing me and you want to see what else I'm doing, I have a second and third channel also. My second channel is called Beverly's Design Time, and I'll leave a link below. My third channel is called Eden's Garden Soaps, and I'm not on there as much as I'd like to, so I hope to get to that too. But meanwhile, I'll leave links below if you're interested in checking those channels out as well. Alright, so what I want to do now is add some glue. Now I tried using hot glue for this, and it does not stick. I started on another pair for me that I didn't finish yet because I get so busy. So let's just go ahead and get this pair done. Okay. Put the cap back on. This is some really smelly stuff. And you just lay your diamond wrap on. And remember how I said I always cut a little bit more than I need, just to make sure. So I think I need to cut that off. Okay, so now just check it out, line it up, make sure it's good. You can pull it forward if you need to, or back. And then this is where the clothespin comes in. This helps hold it down so it won't move while it dries. And it adds pressure to help adhere these two pieces together better. And you definitely want to get the ends like this. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside for a second and go ahead and do the outside part of this one. So once you're done clipping all of your clothespins on, if you notice some parts where the bling is raising, just go ahead and add another clothespin, because that will happen. So right now the glue is really slippery. So I'm going to put this outside and let this cure. And then meanwhile we'll go ahead and work a little bit more on our flowers. So I'm adding a couple more clothespins. Okay, so I'm going to take these outside, let these cure, and come back and work on the flowers. So now what I want to do to my flowers is add some bling to the inside rather than keep this boring fuzzy middle. Alright, so I have some gems, and I picked these up at Michael's, and again using my coupon, my discount coupon. So I just want to get an idea what size I want to use. You can go in with a bigger one and just go around it, or just leave it there, but I want to go in with some smaller ones and just put some around. Alright, we'll go with this size. So I'm going to pop one right in the middle first. And I normally use tweezers when I handle small gems like this, but I just don't have them handy right now. Okay, so that's the first one, and now I'll go ahead and complete the second one. So here we have our two completed flowers. So what I'm going to do is just clean up all the hot glue webs that are left behind on my flowers, and continue to let my glue set on the flip-flops, and then when that's done I'll come back and complete the project. Alright guys, hold tight. Hi everyone, I'm back, and it's been about 4 hours since I put the clothespins on the flip-flop. So let's just take these off. And when taking these off, you might get a couple that stick to it a little bit, but so just, if that happens, just pull it, give it a slight little tug, and it'll come loose. So that's where we are so far, and look how cute it looks already. So now what we want to do is just take our flower and glue it here. So I'm going to add some more E6000 to the flower and to the flip-flop right here in the center. Put the lid back on. So now I just want to take it, and this is how I'm doing it. I'm placing it right here, the center of the flower, right on the center of the flip-flop. And because E6000 does not create an immediate bond, I'm going to use my clothespins again to hold it in place. So when you're doing this, you might bend your flower a little bit, but that's okay because you can straighten the flower back out afterwards. And I'm going to put one here on the front as well. Okay. So I'm going to let this sit up overnight, and then tomorrow I'll come back and let you guys see what it looks like. Okay guys, so I'm finally done, and this is the end result. So I'm just going to pop these clothespins off. put those aside and let you see what it looks like. So now all I need to do is just ruffle up the flower a little bit. But yeah, that's it. And this is the second one. And I'm actually thinking about adding some rhinestones on top of here, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to go ahead and let her check these out and see how she likes them. If she wants me to add some more bling to them, then I will. Now guys, you don't have to use flowers this big because these actually will cover your toes, which would be good on the days when your nail polish is not perfect. So yeah, keep that in mind. But if you want to expose more of your toes, then by all means use a smaller flower. But these are perfect for when your manicure is not perfect. So I hope you like it, and I hope you try it. And if you did, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so now. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. Okay guys, that's it. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.